What's up, beautiful people? It's me, Ricky Jones Jr. and in this video I will be doing a reaction to some super genius twins that have created some x-ray goggles. Let's go! What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 What's up, beautiful people? I'm back again for another reaction video, in which I'm excited about, largely because it's something unique and different from what I have been doing reaction videos to. However, I was like, okay, this one should be and could be cool. So shouts out to you for suggesting this reaction video. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my reaction shades on. It's not as cool as the X-ray glasses that we're about to do a reaction to, but nonetheless in it all, let's go ahead and see what these twins have to do.
Twin sisters from Hammanskraal outside Pretoria have come up with a groundbreaking invention. 20-year-olds Matlogonolo and Masego Mphahlele invented digital X-ray glasses that can assist medical practitioners evaluate the depth of an injury. Last year, the sisters represented the country in Turkey in the Red Bull Basement Global Final. They join us in studio to speak to us about their amazing innovation. Thank you very much for joining us.
Look here, ladies and gentlemen. We have twins who invented digital X-ray glasses that can see through a lot of things. But in it all, with it all, we know where it came from. So don't y'all get it misconception or misconstrued. It came out of South Africa, right outside of Pretoria, which is not too far from Johannesburg. So let me hear from these twins.
Afternoon, ladies. I'll start with you, Matlogonolo. The idea to come up with these X-ray glasses, where did it come from?
So everything started in 2019 while we still do matric. So we are soccer players.
Okay.
So during our match, one of our teammates got hurt, so we had to accompany her to our local hospital. When we got there, we waited like long hours just for her to get an X-ray scan. So while we were there, my twin and I had a chat, and we decided, well, we wish there was a portable device that can be used to do an X-ray scan on the spot. So later that year, we were introduced to Eskom Expo, which is an innovation competition, and then that's when we thought of the incidents and created the glasses.
Look here, which they do say innovation comes where there is a need, right? And so while waiting for their friend, the invention idea came about, which is so cool, right? It says so much about these twins, says so much about the education system, but more than anything, just says so much about South Africa as a whole. And this is dope. Like I told you, I have some invention ideas, and it could be that Johannesburg is where I get to unleash them all, and y'all will get to see them. But more about the twins.
Masego, how easy was it or difficult was it to come up with the kind of equipment and resources you need to put together this pair of glasses? Tell us about that process.
I'll say research, because we didn't have that much exposure to like the resources we can use. So we were depending on like Google, and our first prototype was actually welding glasses. So we wanted people to see how we want our idea to be like, and when we entered the Red Bull basement, that's when we were sponsored with everything and we were able to make this prototype.
Yeah. So
wow. Which I even love that. Why? Because it shows how, because you may not have everything doesn't mean that you shouldn't start. Or because you don't have all the resources that you may need to do exactly what you want to do doesn't mean to sit on your hands or sit down doing nothing. No, they became proactive in doing something similar to what they wanted to do before they were able to get the funding and the backing and the support to do what actually they had in their mind. So I just love their stick-to-itness of them, right? They were playing soccer. They were soccer players that had a friend that was injured. And then all of this started happening thereafter. Beautiful.
So you can pick it up and give us an example of how exactly this set of X-ray glasses would work.
Okay, so there's a camera and a screen inside. So the doctor will just wear the glasses and then scan the hand. After scanning the hand, the result will be shown inside.
immediately.
Yes.
Okay.
And then everything will be recorded inside and sent to the doctor's laptop or computer.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And how have you been able, Masako, if you will, sold this concept to the medical fraternity? You guys were in Turkey, you got to engage with other innovators and other industry players. How do you sell a product like this and convince a medical practitioner that this is the next big thing for you to do your jobs efficiently?
So we have visited some of the radiologists in Hammanskraal. So we've told them about the idea. Some of them were like, this is impossible. But once we explained the material that we used and everything, that's when they all believed in our product. And also in Turkey, there's a lot more. There's more out there in other countries. So they were able to see the future of this project.
I love that, with the idea that just because somebody may not see what you see or know what you know doesn't mean you shouldn't keep going, shouldn't press forward, shouldn't try to convince and show them, no, though you may think it's impossible, though you may think this can't be, let me show you because I actually have it. These are the things that I use. These is the way that I went about doing so. And I just love how when they were persistent in what they realized, recognized, and invented, other doors started to open for them. So there's so much in this story of these twins. I will dare not try to say their names because I'm not there yet. You know what I'm saying? But maybe a year in South Africa, I'll have the tongue and the ability and the confidence to be able to speak such names. Beautiful names, though.
And what materials are you guys using in this pair of glasses, Matlogonolo?
Okay, so we are trying to avoid radiation. So we decided to use infrared and explore more into infrared. Yeah.
What is the difference? I'm not a science buff at all, so maybe you guys can break it down nicely for myself and some of the other viewers who are like me. But what is the difference between infrared and you said, what is it?
Radiation.
Yeah, radiation.
Yes, so radiation, as we all know, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It has protons and all of those things. And infrared, it only uses light. So when infrared is exposed to any material, that's when it absorbs the whole light and everything. So it works with light, unlike radiation. Yeah.
And Masako, you did indicate that you've been speaking to radiologists in...
Which I love that, right? And even though she was put on the spot to explain the difference between radiation and, I forgot the other one, the gamma light or whatever, the red light scenario. I love that because as Americans, we have a lot of people that go through breast cancer and we know the harmful effects of radiation to the body with the loss of hair, with the losing of weight, and the list goes on. And so being able to use a way that doesn't have to incorporate radiation to be able to see through things is going to be so pivotal and foundational, not only for this invention, but it's actually, and we will actually see it follow and go into other inventions and things like that. So fun stuff.
Hammanskraal, for example, have you guys had any success in terms of your prototype or any product that you've created subsequent to this one actually being tested out in actual institutions of medical practice?
Not yet. We're still working on that. But at the moment, our prototype takes scans, but it's not clear. Yeah, it's not clear, but it does take scans, but we're working towards it. So this year, it's going to be big.
It's going to be big.
It's going to be big.
Yeah. And what will it take to make it clear? Because you're saying that it's there, but it just needs a couple of tweaks here and there.
Yeah.
What will it take to create those tweaks?
So we need other materials. So our problem is that those materials are expensive. So we need investors, other scientists to help us explore those materials because we are not in the science and technology
Are you guys not
industry.
scientists? Or?
No.
Oh, wow.
We are
I'm
in the aviation
industry. I'm a
Okay.
flight attendant at Flysofe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm a student pilot in Lutzevia.
Oh, wow. And then you went into this venture. So you guys are looking...
Did y'all hear what we just heard? Did you hear what I just heard? If you missed it, they are not even in the scientific field. They are doing something totally outside of what they would usually do. I think one says she's a flight attendant and the other one is an aviation school. Like, come on. These girls are just that smart that their side project is going to be a thing that is revolutionary to the world. So if y'all have some people that you know are scientifics or VC capitalists or just want to fund a financial benefit that will make a groundbreaking change to the world, y'all see the sisters. Y'all see the
For
twins.
investors and other scientific minds to
Yes.
help you just make it perfect, right?
Yes, yes.
Ultimately, what would you like to see for the product? You said you are talking to medical practitioners in Hammanskraal, but what is the bigger vision for the X-ray glasses, Masego?
So we're hoping to see this device in hospitals instead of like walking into that X-ray, the X-ray room, seeing all those big machines occupying the space. We're hoping to see like slots where this device is there and everyone can like have a turn taking scans, and also maybe in like first aid kits like the AED. So that's our like big end
Oh, that's
goal.
dope.
Yeah. And I mean, have you started knocking on doors? Are there institutions that you
Yeah.
guys are speaking to already?
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, and is it a positive feedback or?
Yeah, we're getting there. Some, you know how people are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some are really helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
And in terms of the building of this prototype, was it just the two of you? Or did you have a team that you guys put together to perhaps put it together?
Okay, during the Red Bull basement competition, we worked with two guys from Timolho Makerspace. So those guys were the ones who helped us to build this device. Yes.
And then one of the big things that
I love that. I love that. Why? Because it's a team. It takes a team. If you're going to do anything pivotal, foundational, or monumental in this world, it's going to take a team. There are so many lessons that are to be learned from watching this video. Not only to support who they are and the things that they have done, but also to realize and recognize how you two, or how I can even come out with the things that are in my mind, in my heart, and what I know could be and should be, but have yet to do it. Like, it takes a team.
discuss with people is access to the materials to build different things in different industries. The materials you're looking to refine this particular product, are they going to be locally sourced? Are you bringing them in? Do you guys have a plan around that, or are you still just waiting to hear from potential investors?
Yeah, we're still waiting to hear from potential investors and also like maybe scientists who knows more about these things, who maybe can come up with, I'll say, other ways just to manipulate this thing. Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on that as well?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
that's a good thing. And then when you were in Turkey, or I'm sure you've had other engagements subsequent to that, Matlochonolo, maybe you can share with us, has there been interest outside of South Africa where people are asking you questions about it at all?
Yeah, actually in Turkey, after our presentation, when we went for the top three, there were this, I think it's Turkey Times or what not, yeah. So they came to us and asked for an interview, and we went for different interviews in Turkey. So they were really excited about our innovation and how it works. When is it gonna be in hospitals? So
Let's go.
Yeah, and also I was DM'd by this other lady from the UK. So we're going to do a podcast like next week, I think.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the doors are really opening up for
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
I have to ask you, Matlochonolo, first you, and then we'll get to you, Masego. How do you think you're going to manage this? If it blows up the...
See, there's the thing right here, ladies and gentlemen. You all are seeing now, and if you haven't already seen it before, they are on the rise. They are on the incline. People are finding out about this invention and the opportunities that there are with this new invention. So if it is something that you want to be a part of, please, 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 please find your way to them, because they are ready. They are, I don't know where they are right now, but I mean, if it's not out, not that I'm just looking for these goggles, but I haven't seen anything about it. Therefore, it says to me that the opportunity is still out there. So avail yourself.
You dreaming that it will. And it's a demand across all the public healthcare facilities in the country, sports doctors needed on the field or whatever it may be. How are you going to manage your training to become a pilot and running this? Because ultimately it is a business.
Yes. So from my side, being a pilot, it's a part-time thing.
Okay.
So I think I can manage both.
Yeah.
I think I can manage
A
both.
woman can multitask.
Yeah.
And you, Masego, you are a flight attendant. I
Yeah.
assume that you travel quite a bit.
Yes, I do.
Fly Safair is one of the popular air services in the
Yes,
country,
yes.
so I assume you're quite busy.
Yes,
How do you think you're going to manage that as well?
I think I'm gonna stop flying and just to focus on the project
Yeah.
now. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna give all my energy to this project.
No, I absolutely think you should, and it's absolutely worth it. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon, ladies.
This was very, 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 very informative, very encouraging, and very insightful for so many reasons that I shared throughout this video. But more than anything, I hope and pray that these sisters are in the phase in which they are doing this full time. If it is still their desire to do so, I pray that the people came their way, the scientists and the investors came willing and able to assist them and not try to take over what they have already done. And so let's just be prayerful for these women, for these ladies as they are in this endeavor, because the business world can be a treacherous place. But nonetheless, I hope and pray that they are safe, that they are secure, that they are doing what they want to do, and that they are continuing in their endeavors of bringing these X-ray goggles, portable X-ray goggles, to the world, and they will be just as prevalent to places as band-aids are to first aid kits. So with it, great people, I thank you for this suggestion for this one. Like I said, it was different out of the norm of what I've done before, but it was very insightful, informative, and encouraging. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If there are any other things that you would have for me to do reactions to, y'all already know what to do. Put them in the comment section below, and I will be sure to get to them. Okay, great people, I love you all. Y'all know I appreciate you all, because without you, I can't do what I do. So until next time, great people, peace.